Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Joe for Snake, guys. Come back at you with another video. And today we are playing some Infinite Warfare, as you guys can see. Today I don't really want to focus on the gameplay, but I really want to focus on the topic. And the topic kind of goes hand in hand with the topic of split screen that I talked about in a couple of videos ago. But split screen I feel like is more for the multiplayer aspect of games, you know, playing with your friends and all that. And I feel like co-op mode is mainly for the campaign. And you know, being able to play campaign with your friends was really fun back in the day for games such as Army of Two or Halo or games like that, you know, where the campaign, or even Gears of War, where the campaign, they really focused on the ability to play with your friends. And you know, I think that was really fun, and I think games should go back to that, because there's either that middle ground, there's either that middle ground where the game is heavily based on campaigns such as Witcher, or it's mainly focused on multiplayer like Call of Duty. Developers just don't really focus on that middleman, like I said. And you know, it does kind of suck, because I really enjoy playing campaign with friends. And you know, the fact that you can't really do that anymore. I mean, I enjoy me some multiplayer campaign, and not multiplayer campaign, but multiplayer in general. But the fact that they don't really have campaign that's either multiplayer or co-op like split screen, and they don't really have that anymore, I think that kind of just sucks, because of the fact that it was good. You know, games that gave you an option to play with a friend in the campaign was good. And you know, obviously you'd have to build or make the campaign focused around that, where it's better with two people, but you can make it, or you can play the game with just single player. And obviously I feel like that could be a challenge in a way, but I feel like in this day and age, like, it's not really that hard. You know, if Army of Two did it back in the day, and games like Gears of War did it, I'm pretty sure any games could do it now. Like I said, it's either the heavily based campaign or the heavily based multiplayer, and they don't really cater to all the people that, you know, play campaign but also want to play with friends, but don't want to play the campaign or multiplayer by itself. You know, they kind of want to have that, like I said, middle ground. And I really do feel like games can benefit from having that, because it gives the player a better experience with their game overall, where you can have the campaign, you can have the multiplayer, but you can either have, you know, you can either play one of those or play both of them, or you can also play the campaign with the friend, which gives you that story experience and it gives you that multiplayer experience. So it's the best of both worlds. And you know, it just sucks that games don't really do that. You know, it feels good to play the game by yourself, but it also feels good to play like a game on Legendary or the hardest difficulty with a friend, and you know, you can just celebrate. And also, you can have the amount of fun that you can have while joking around with the other players. It's just really fun, you know. And I like games like Army 2, and I really do feel like they should go back to that, or a lot of games should try to incorporate that into their, you know, into a game some way, shape, or form. Just because, you know, it is fun. Like I said, it gives you that multiplayer experience as well as the campaign and the story side. The day and age that we're in now, online is taking over tenfold. Like, it's ridiculous how crazy online is taking over, and some games don't even have campaign. Like, and it just sucks that campaign is becoming second to multiplayer. One multiplayer came second to single player games like that, and you know, it's just big vice versa. And the campaign, I think, is one of the better parts of a game, to be honest, because if you can create a campaign that ties into multiplayer in some way, shape, or form, that's golden. Okay, that's the way to do it. Oh gosh, that's the way to do it. And I feel like people or developers don't really focus on that anymore. They just focus on the multiplayer and DLC and things like that, and it just sucks. But how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like co-op games, such like for campaign and all that, should come back? Do you think they should, you know, do you think more games should focus on co-op mode in campaign or multiplayer, whether it be split screen or whether it be multiplayer? You know, I just really think games could benefit it more, to be honest, in my opinion. You know, having that multiplayer feel with the story mode and having that story, I think that's just a really good idea. And you know, I miss the fact that you can't play campaign mode with a friend, you know, in some games. And I really just miss the games that, you know, gave you that opportunity to play with your friends if you wanted to in a story mode, or you could play with your single player. And you know, it gave you the option to do whatever you want, whether you want to play multiplayer, single player, or you want to play both. A lot of people still play campaign. Like, it's probably, you know, gonna shock a lot of people on how many people actually play the campaign still in most games. Like, I still play Call of Duty campaign every time I play. That's the first thing I play, and I do play campaign for most of my games, even if they have multiplayer. But I still like the campaign because it's fun and it's enjoyable, and being able to play that with a friend would be amazing. Like, Black Ops 3 tried to do it, but they didn't do it well. You know, I think mainly like the two-player campaign co-op mode would be fun. But guys, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, want to see some more Infinite Warfare, definitely in the comments down below. Also, let me know what you guys think about co-op campaign. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Like, drop a comment what you guys want to see next. This has been your boy Joe for Snake, guys. Catch you in the next video, and remember, stay joyful and game on.